still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, she don't know.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll go down 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Brady now on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Brady to throw again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Complete to Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Logan Ryan.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Flushed out right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So after the INT, it's Brady. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man complete.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, an 80-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
1 yard to go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun. Brady eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it lines up to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 54. Bandit. Bandit. Mike 60. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
toast and give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like, well, I feel like a prince, I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills, cause I was a blessed with no one fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go and chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, that 380. Check, back to the foot. Back to reload.
Brady now on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 18.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Number 14.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That keeps the score Buccaneers 20, Giants.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Mike Evans.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Brady. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Jones pass. Intercepted by the Buccaneers. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. On the return, here comes Lewis. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And right away, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. 56.
Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
20 all.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier, brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 2. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
I'm going back to you. Kill.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Ronald Jones. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And Amendola with a catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Barkley on the handoff.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him 2 yards on that one, second and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. Fourth and goal. Here we go. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for only a couple.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That throw by Brady incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Brady. Complete to Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
9-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back to throw, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Giants 20. Bradley.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
There they have the... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hey, 10, 53. 57. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Brady going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tampa Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.